Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on last year's national champion, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Hand off from the shotgun. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go and make a statement to them.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dropping back, it's Russell. Steps away to find some room. Quarterback's got the first. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And they'll down this punt just inside the 40-yard line. Looking for space. It's Washington. Gets it past the marker. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant, physical trenches.
Finds his man. It's Lawson. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top. Showing the arm straight down the left side. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got out of trouble and throws. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Touchdown, Husky. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Russell. Makes the grab. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. You just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
This offense coming out slow, man. Kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rush.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Got the first down and more. The 30. Inside the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Washington.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Back to pass, it's Russell. He's moving out of the pocket. Complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Off the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got his man downfield. Lowers those pads. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. They'll move the tight end. Run in the red zone. It's Farrell. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin were just steamroll teams. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Rawson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Washington wants to go quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. Rolling right and going deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Looking for the score. And he's got it. Touchdown, Huskies.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Makes a move. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Quick release on the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. You better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Quarterback moving. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. He's got it. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Buys a little extra time. Touchdown, TCU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Harris. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Makes the catch. It's Washington. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Inside the 30. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
Man, he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the 1st half.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Listen, sometimes you know as a quarterback, I got to scramble. I get outside the pocket. Nothing's there. Live to fight another down. Good job not forcing the football. Incompletion. Move on.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into half.
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. And he was hit just
Why
as
does
he
he
was
do that?
releasing the pass, and it falls
Just
to
the
the
choke
ground
it. You
incomplete.
catch it.
Quick
Throw it.
timeout
That's it.
call by the offense after the play. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
I see that.
And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going right to work up top. Trying to escape and get it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grab near the sticks. It's Sherman. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too.
There he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Washington. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Quickly to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant.
Turning it on.
He threw the ball at
Get
me.
him on the ground. but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Slippery slide, finding his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Makes the catch. It's Washington. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're...
There he goes! He's at the 10. Touchdown, Husky! And the pummeling has started.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. The Hawkeyes have been hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 4 over Rutgers. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Quick strike complete. And he goes out.
That's a
nice pickup on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Under heavy pressure.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck?
They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution.
That's a crazy play, man.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel
Great play by the quarterback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Break just keeps moving. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Horned Frogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. To the air, it's Russell.
Stop.
Trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go.
I did not. Oh, that's my fault.
The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got enough for the first down and once more. They bring him down with the big play off the sticks. Huskies love to ride this running game. What a day he's putting up. Somewhere Bishop Sankey is smiling.
Bishop Sankey, what a name.
Like, let's not make this home. If I'm on offense, all the UW fans are saying the same thing. Feed that man the ball. He continues to be productive every single time he touches it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. It's awesome. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The gift to the back. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Washington. And the punishment has been extended. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Weeks like this aren't tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a lost one deep down the right side.
He's not going to break the tackle. I know he ain't better.
He found some open space
and
turned on the Jets. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send blitz everybody.
We knocked his ass in.
Because everything else ain't working anyways.
That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well tonight, give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is.
Why are you so fast?
These guys
are able
to go out.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
What the fuck?
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Washington. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let...
Turning it on!
Hey.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Huskies look to keep this drive humming. Looking for a crease. It's Washington.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Turns it loose. Working and he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Touchdown, Husky. And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown him a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They're working that left side. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
I dropped him.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short, and they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Boom.
Makes a grab past the
Oh, we didn't get it. We went back.
Get there. A fourth down stop.
That's
I think after failing with the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football, and this coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. This game is well in hand.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big. And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't.
I didn't see it.
Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked high.
Who is that?